Hello, Serendipitous here with another video for the TCG shelf. I've got something interesting for you here. So I've opened booster boxes before. My wife and I have opened booster boxes before. In fact, you can see right here that we have a couple of booster boxes kind of on display there. And you can see this looks like a booster box for Sword and Shield Evolving Skies. There's a bit of a story to this, all right? You can see I've already opened it. I'll explain why. So, over the holiday, I was in Toronto with Toronto, Canada, with family, and it was a great holiday. And one of those days, we went to the Chinatown area. We went to the Chinatown area of Toronto. Really cool area. A couple of really awesome game stores there as well. There's Meeple Mart there. There's ANC Games, and obviously, lots of really good restaurants, noodle places, and grocery stores and stuff in this Chinatown area. There was one store that had some stuff on display out on a table outside. It was raining a little bit. There was a basket of individual booster packs, Pokemon booster packs, and a kind of a box of a bunch of booster boxes. And I looked at the price tag. And my sister and I, so my sister was there, the sister who loved collecting Pokemon cards along with me, when we were younger. My sister and I looked at the booster packs were selling for $1 Canadian, so about 76 American cents. And the booster box, which is very cheap. Like normally, booster packs are like $4 or $5 American dollars, right? And here they were selling for $1 Canadian, 76 American cents, at the time that we were there anyway. And these booster boxes were selling for 15 Canadian dollars. 15. That's it. 15 Canadian dollars. Normally booster boxes, at least from what I remember, that have like 36 packs are like 180 American dollars. So, but 15 Canadian dollars at the time that we found this was like $11.31 American, like US. Basically. So for $11 for a booster box, that's ridiculous. That's insane. And there were like half a dozen booster boxes. There was Evolving Skies, there was a couple other Sword and Shield sets or whatever represented, and they had this Pokemon shrink wrap around them. So my sister and I looked at each other and we're like, we gotta get one of these, right? And then after my initial shock, I kind of thought, okay, there's got to be something to it, right? There's no way these are real cards. There's no way that anyone would sell real Pokemon cards for that cheap. And we also thought, well, I mean, and even the individual booster packs, like some felt thicker than others, and so my sister and I thought, maybe some of them had some water damage or something. I don't know. I wasn't sure if any of them were like resealed or whatever. I mean, especially these booster boxes. Again, they had this Pokemon shrink wrap around them, and they looked fairly legit to me, to my eyes. But I'm like, there's something going on here. But it's only 15 Canadian dollars, and as a kind of an early birthday present, my sister bought this box for me, and she also bought a couple of booster packs for herself and her children. And so we're like, okay, we finally went to back to my sister's house, and we're like, all right, what's going on here, right? So anyway, here's what they look like normal, at least to me. Like, I'm not very familiar with the Evolving Skies set, but the wrapping looked normal to me. They were packaged in here, and basically as soon as I touched any of these cards, I knew they were fake, because it's probably hard to tell. But let's see. Let me see if I can try to pull a normal Pokemon card for comparison here. It's a reverse holo. Just kind of, I'll just take one from back here. Yeah. So this right here is a real Pokemon card, and this is a fake Pokemon card. So I don't know if they catch the light a little bit differently. Yeah. Okay. You can see that, right? The light touches these cards very differently. This is the real one. This is the fake one. The fake ones are hard plastic. All right. I don't know if I don't know if you can compare the thickness necessarily. But yeah, there's a different. Yeah, you can kind of see a difference in color too, as well, between the real. But these are the real ones are made of paper. This is like you could pour water on these. These are washable cards, like legit. Like that's what these feel like. So yeah, that was the first thing. Like we knew instantly that these were fake Pokemon cards. Let me try to pull all of these out here. Okay. Another thing too. So anyway, so yeah, fake book. Yeah, these are all like plastic. You know, they all feel the exact same way. They're all made of the exact same material. You can see that of course, they look like normal Pokemon cards, but apart from the fact that they feel a bit different, right? And then another thing that tipped me off was that so normally a booster pack is supposed to have like 10 or 11 cards or something like that, right? One of those cards. So there were no. At the end of a booster pack, at the end of a real booster pack, there's a card that had like a little QR code for the digital Pokemon card game. These booster packs had none of those, and these booster packs had no energy cards. There are no energy cards whatsoever. So already there's like one less Pokemon card in there, and every single booster pack had a card like this, like these like special like these special hit cards. These special full art kinds of things. I have these in two piles because my wife wanted these cards, right? There are a lot of evolutions and stuff, and she wanted all these cute cards as well. Also, by the way, you see this? This is normally a holographic card. All right, you can kind of see the lines of the holo treatment, but it's not holographic whatsoever at all. But these are like they have that holo treatment to them, but they're still the same plastic texture, right? But check this out. So normally in a booster box like this with 36 packs, you would expect to get maybe like maybe if you're lucky, you might get like 10 of these kinds of cards and like alt arts and like special full arts and things like that, right? But these are all of the full arts like VMAX stuff that we got from this box alone. All of these right here. There was one of these kinds of cards in every single pack. And the way that the packs worked, it was kind of like this, right? You open it, it looked like this with like all these normal cards. There weren't doubles. I sorted all these, and then there was one card turned over, and it was always one of these special ones. So that was another thing that tipped me off as well, besides the obvious, right? So yeah, so this is what we got for 15 Canadian dollars, 11 US dollars. Yeah, and also, another thing too. Some of these are not even from the same set. Like so, Evolving Skies has this kind of oh gosh. Focus. No. Evolving Skies has this little key looking symbol down here, but a lot of these have different symbols. A lot of these are actually from different sets. So that's another thing too. So very much a bootleg product. But honestly, I'm not even mad. I'm not even upset about it. Because first of all, I kind of expected something that's fishy, right? And it's not because we got it from Chinatown. It was just because they were being sold for so cheap, right? If I walked around Chinatown and found something like this for $180, then I would definitely feel cheated if this is what I got. But for only 15 Canadian dollars. Honestly, I still feel like it's worth it because number one, it was an experience. My sister and I and my whole family watched as well. Me opening these, and we just had a good laugh about it. Honestly, a good laugh about these washable cards and all these special full art cards that we got and everything. And also, honestly, like these are more child proof. I don't have any kids, but my sister has a couple of children, and the booster packs that she opened with her kids, they're able to, they're young kids. They're able to play with these and they're more durable. They're washable and everything, right? And not much would really happen to them. So honestly, for 15 Canadian dollars, we pretty much got like these plastic, like more child proof, like as far as I can tell, more child friendly or child proof cards that you could probably make a deck out of these and have fun playing. You'd have to do something a bit different for energy cards because the energy cards would feel different. But yeah, for 15 Canadian dollars, I think it's worth it, right? I mean, you know, like I said, I'm not even upset or anything. It's just too funny. And it was just a lot of fun opening. It was a fun experience, honestly, and I do not regret finding and getting this as a gift from my sister, getting this as an early birthday present from my sister. It was a good laugh, and it's maybe I'll make a couple of decks out of these cards and have fun with them. I don't know. But yeah, there you go. Got some fake plastic Pokemon cards from Toronto. I wanted to show these off. I thought it was fun and funny. So, but yeah, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one, and until next time, all the best.